What's up, guys, and welcome to the gun report for West Coast. Sorry, the Eagle report for West Coast versus Adelaide pre-match report. And yeah, a really good game against the D's. I think we performed really well. We won our midfield battles and we won our 1v1s and we set up well behind the ball. And I think if we do the same thing here, we might be able to get that edge over the Crows. The Crows are kind of in the same area of that ladder around us, except I do believe they are a much better side, and when they hit form and when they go that extra gear, the Crows can be one of the best teams in the comp. So it's definitely going to be a hard challenge, and we've been really poor away from home as well this season, so something to take into consideration. But I think Crows are one of the weakest midfields in the comp. Laird and Dawson are obviously their standouts, but apart from that, I think they have the midfield's not very, I don't know, they just don't, I just think compared to other midfields around, I was about to say the word, but around, in the AFL, like, theirs doesn't really match up, and it makes it hard for them. We have Elliot Yeo coming back in. Luke Edwards has been omitted, which, I'm a little bit surprised, because he actually, I thought he had a really good game against the D's, especially in that first term. He gets his head over the ball, but I think Elliot Yeo might be the better option. I'd probably swap Edwards and Gaff if I'm being honest. Clay Hall gets his debut, Harry Edwards, and in for them is Borlase. I don't actually know how to pronounce that. Borlase, probably. Burgers, Schonberg, Strachan and Berry. I think, yeah, Rankin's out and Hillville, so Rankin being out, kind of like that little, Rankin can create things, and I'm actually like really excited for this game. I think it'll be a good game. I think we'll just lose it because I think the Crows played really well against one of the informed teams in the comp in Collingwood at the MCG, where we got battered playing Collingwood at Marvel. So that's just an easy comparison to make early. And also, away from home we've been poor, and the Crows have been unlucky to lose a few close ones this season. If we do win this game though, we could Saints play Essendon, so we could. Who do the Hawks play? Oh no, Saints play Melbourne, sorry, Hawks play Brisbane. So you expect Saints and Hawks to lose. We'll probably jump up into 13th if we win this game, which will be a massive jump. We'll be behind Brisbane, we'll be behind the Dogs. But yeah, that would be like huge for us if we can get out of this bottom four kind of area and really start to see our progression throughout our rebuild. The Swans beat the Dogs tonight, and they look very comfortable at the top of the ladder. They're going to be hard to stop. They've lost one game, and that was a bit of an upset against Richmond at the J. But I think that was Easter weekend. Yeah, that like all the other good teams, like we've seen their like kind of negatives to them, and we've seen periods throughout the season where they've struggled to get on a run of games, and they've struggled to maintain momentum, and they've lost multiple games in a row. We've seen that with the Cats, Essendon slightly. We've seen that with the Port, but they're kind of getting back on track now. We've seen that with Collingwood. We're seeing that now with the Giants. We've seen that with the D's. We've seen that with Gold Coast. We've seen that with Freo. We've seen that with Carlton, Dogs, Brizzy, with everyone. But the only team you can say that we haven't really seen that form slump from is the Swans, and you could probably throw Essendon into that as well. They've been really good this season. But yeah, I think we'll be competitive, but in the end I reckon the Crows will get up by 20 to 30 points, around that kind of range. I think I took Collingwood to beat Freo. Freo are the favourites going into this one. That's crazy. How can can Freo be the favourites? Then Port and North Melbourne. I think Port should win that game. Carlton should beat Gold Coast. Let's think about this. Freo being favourites. Who did Freo play last week? They played the Saints, who were playing poor this season, and they beat them. Inaccurate, and probably should have beat them by more. And they made it tough for themselves, and then they got smashed by Swans the week prior. I don't think Freo actually deserve to be favourites here, if you actually think about it, and the Pies have been really good. The two out of form teams in the Cats and the Giants, I think the Cats have to get a win if they want to. Well, both teams have to get a win if they really want to push for the top two. Try and get that home qualifying final. And then Dreamtime at the G. I think Essendon have to smash the Tigers. Brizzy should beat the Hawks. The D's should beat the Saints, and we'll probably go down to the close. But I think if we can win the midfield, then I think we've got a very good chance. We haven't won away from home this season, and I'll show you something to back this up to show how good we've been at home and how bad we've been. If we go to settings here, if we go to my ladder, you get manage stats, and then you go how do you do this? Home record. Confirm. Wait, what? Wait. Oh wait, this is AFLW. So you go. Sorry about that. AFL home record 1. So we've won 3 games at home this season. Ignore the numbers on the side. That's it. That's your actual ladder position. So we're a lot higher. We're above Freo. We're above the Saints. We're above the D's. We're above the Dogs. We're above the Hawks. We're above the Crows. And if you go to our away record. How do we do this? Interstate. Confirm. We are at the bottom. So that kind of just shows it. I know it might have been a bit annoying to watch me just struggle to get that to show that to you, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to the Eagle Report, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.